Rakai. I feel like y'all already know how I feel about Rakai. I think the kid can be very annoying. I'm not even gonna say the kid. I'm gonna say the guy. Dude, that man is like, he's 16, 17 years old, somewhere around there. And he, in quotes, makes a lot of mistakes. At least that's what the internet calls them, when he's doing this stuff on purpose. And then people always use the cop-out of, oh, he's young, when it's like, no, he's not young. He's doing this stuff on purpose, and it's annoying. But I saw this video by Omizi called "The Internet is Done with Rakai," which I thought would be very interesting to check out today, because you already know how I feel about Rakai. I've already said it. And I've made videos before on Rakai. I've even talked about him a few times on the main channel, and my opinion hasn't really changed, but it seems like the internet now is catching up to what I was saying about Rakai. How he's doing these things on purpose, and we need to stop looking at him as a child and look at him like a grown man. I mean, the man is hanging around some of the biggest streamers in the world and a lot of mature people. He should know how to be mature by now. But yeah, let's see what Omizi has to say.
Demeanor and silly antics of Rakai are not phasing people anymore, and the whole allure is starting to wear off.
You know, there are people watching you right now, and I'm saying this as a mother. Please, because you understand where we are right now. We already see how they perceive it.
I know we're only a few seconds into this video, but you could see that little look at the camera. He is not paying attention. Right here. This look right here. This man don't care at all. He's trying to farm that clip.
We are right now. We already see how they perceive us.
Wahi! Wait!
Just please. This is a little dramatic. Sweetheart.
Sweetheart,
I know you're recording right now. And I'm gonna ask you to show it for your friends. Content.
I'm listening. Let her talk.
Rakai is turning into internet enemy #1 in the social media space due to the lack of self-awareness, due to the immaturity, and honestly, just what people have been labeling as Rakai fatigue. These nuisance streamers going out in public.
Rakai fatigue is crazy. That's what they're calling it? Dang, is that what I have? Do I have Rakai fatigue? Dude, I hate how that's always delayed. I gotta fix that somehow. But man, I have not heard of that term until now. That's funny.
Doing anything they want, saying anything they want, and just not taking into consideration anybody and everybody's feeling. Before we get into this video, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It will go greatly far in this unemployed community. Now, back into the content. I saw this video circulating around of Rakai and what seemed to be his friends, potentially his brother. I can't remember if any of these are his brothers or not. Going into a pet store and doing their normal, usual activities. Now, I'm pretty sure they were loud. I'm pretty sure they were obnoxious. I'm pretty sure they were, you know, getting on the nerves of the consumers in the store, the people of the store. And after spending some time in there, this older woman just wanted to put them up on game. You know, give them a word of advice through her experienced lens. But as you can tell from the interaction,
which is real. That's very real. Because a lot of people would have just already called the cops. But that lady was like, you know what? Let me talk to them real quick instead of just going to the cops. Because many people probably already do that. She's probably seen many people do that before.
It just wasn't received well. It even got to a point where one of the homeboys in the group was saying, I don't give a f, which is super weird to somebody doing this in a nice, calm manner. She wasn't loud.
I hate this whole epidemic of people trying to be cool. Or not even people. I'm going to say streamers. I'm going to say it how it is. Trying to act cool, being like, oh yeah, I don't care that this woman's saying this and stuff like that. It's so cringe. And it's so corny. I'm glad people are starting to now call these people out, bro. I am so glad. Or at least people are noticing, man. It's so stupid.
She wasn't rude. She was respectful. She was helpful. She tried to grab each and every one of them and say, you know, hey, as a friend, don't let this young man self-destruct. Don't let these things happen to him. And I did notice Rakai stepping in and wanting to listen, but ultimately this whole video was just not a good look on him and his collective. Now, as I scrolled through the comment section of that video, there were so many people saying that they had so many issues with one young Rakai. Get him off the app. He's terrible. Damn. This is why people say they have black fatigue, etc., etc., on and on and on. Now, I would like to say that this is one event, but there are multiple events that are leading people to having this sort of criticism about Rakai.
Is that a grown woman? He's 16, 17 years old and he just kissed a grown woman? Brother, what? Live on the internet too? Actually, okay. I can't even get mad at Rakai. I honestly got to get mad at the woman for even allowing that. Like, why would you allow this little boy to kiss you? Like, that's just weird and super predatory. And even his homies, they're just standing around. Like, look at this. You got what's his name? Dez. You got Ray right here. They're all just standing around letting this happen. Like this stuff is weird. Am I tripping?
Come in. I got this. Chill a little bit. Hey, bro. Our dad. The fucking Dominican Day Parade. Well, you kissed him on a... Huh?
We're gonna have mixed babies.
Oh,
Brother, that's a kid. What? You're gonna have mixed babies? Bro, what? Yo, police, this woman right here. This woman right here, bro. What do you mean you're gonna have mixed babies with Rakai? Nah, hold on. Okay, you know what? My bad that I'm pausing so frequently. I've never seen that clip before. How old is Rakai? How old is Rakai? Unless he turned 18 that day or anything, which that still would have been weird. That's just odd. He's 17 years old. 17 years old, and she's talking about having mixed babies with him. Like, that's not no joke or anything. You're a grown woman.
I like to hear that. Don't tell me that. Give me all. I don't want another education, bro.
One of the problems is that Rakai is essentially allowed to be a child star without any sort of supervision. Now, we've seen how child stars have ended up before, but the difference is that on Hollywood sets, you know, more traditional environments, there is a law that means that you have to have some sort of parental supervision. The only sort of supervision that Rakai has in these different places and spaces are the adults surrounding him. And this isn't a full-on indictment of these people around him because they, you know, should be having his best interest, and I don't think that they put him in the worst situations possible, but ultimately that's not their responsibility. He's not their child. For what it's worth, he's not a blood relative or anything like that. And honestly, because of the way that things have gone for so long, their words can only go but so far. So then we get into these situations where Rakai bubbles over after doing extreme thing after extreme thing after extreme thing, only for it to then get his mother's attention, for him to have to be reeled back in. Just like after that Streamer Awards situation where Rakai was called out on stage for stealing a poinsettia from Walmart. QT said,
which a lot of people thought that this was racist when QT was saying this, when no, it wasn't racist. I mean, he got banned on Twitch for stealing, but a lot of people, they just saw, oh, Cutie Cinderella, white woman, calling out little black boy Rakai. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that in like a racist way. I'm just saying like how people perceive that clip. They saw, oh, Rakai is this little black boy and she's picking on him and she's a white woman. So she's racist. This whole thing was racist. When no, she was just making a joke.
Cinderella made a joke, and then in his reaction, Rakai, maybe a valid crash out, went too far in the reaction. This will cause his mom to have to handle him the way that a parent should handle the child.
No.
What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen?
Still bad joke. L joke.
You wanna know what I was gonna say? I'll say, listen, bitch. What's the coolest dick you ever sucked? Get the fuck off my dick. That's what I was gonna say.
All over a joke that she told because he stole from a store on stream. Like, if you don't want a joke like that told on you, then don't steal on stream. Like, what?
I was gonna say that shit to her face, bro. And for everybody. But I had to just sit down and think. I'm black, petite, sit the fuck down and chill. I was gonna say that shit. I was like, bitch, what's the coolest dick you ever fucking sucked? You ugly bitch. To her, I was gonna say that. But I just calmed down, bro, and you know, and like, you know, see why she even said that shit. Cause whole time
You calmed down because you knew that you stole from the store. That's why you were banned, bro. What?
now I get it. Now I get it. Like, she said it cause, you know, I got banned for giving that girl flowers, but she didn't really
Giving that
understand
girl flowers.
Whole time I have my assistant tell the lady that she never bought it, she put it back, but that wasn't on camera. So, but
W cap, man. W cap. Like, we just have to applaud that cap. That's an amazing cap right there. That's an amazing cap. You know your assistant did not tell her to put the flowers back or anything. You know she walked out with them flowers, bro. Like, come on, dog.
bitch, nah, real shit, fuck you.
Would even think of anything like that? I'm so confused. Like, did you really tell that woman that? Are you losing your mind?
Well, like,
Hello, can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you. I'm saying,
Okay, so
the only reason I said that is because she said what she said.
regardless of the fact that is not how you carry yourself, that is not how you talk to a woman. First of all, I raised you way better than that. So guess what? Your ass is coming home since you think you're grown. I'm booking your flight tomorrow.
And I do think it is.
W mom, if that is real. I'm gonna be so honest, I don't think that was real. Like, I think he might have went back home, but I feel like that was more of like a publicity thing. more than like her disciplining her or him. But I don't know. We'll see.
Good that his mother still treats him as if he is a young man growing up, showing him that, hey, this is right, this is wrong, and still has some sort of hand guiding him in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And based off of how his brother reacted to that whole interaction and him having to come home, I do think that his mother actually does lay the law down when she is around. Like she got a firm hand on the back of that neck, like he a puppy.
So
Womp, womp, womp. Womp, womp, womp. Back to Syracuse you go. See, you fucking up. You fucking up. BTA is coming for that ass. Nigga, feel me? Back to Syracuse. Listen. That's the only way to beat that nigga ass. He been too bad. Yeah. Realistically, that nigga been too bad, too reckless. A little ass whooping will set him straight.
But there's two issues with this style of discipline. Now, I'm not judging his mother. She makes the decisions in the household. I'm not in their household to make those types of decisions. But ultimately, he is going to have to come back. Technically, at this point, content creating is his job. There's an opportunity in Atlanta to be with these guys and make a whole bunch of money. You know, he has to come back. And number two, he already knows as a content creator what it takes in order to get money, views, success, fame, and popularity. So when he's not underneath that wing, when he's not underneath any sort of supervision, guess what he's gonna revert to? Being the same guy that he was that got him in trouble with the whole internet social media sphere. By the time Rakai returned from his hiatus, Kai Cenat and his ex-girlfriend Gigi had broken up. Now, naturally, everyone had their opinions. Hell, I made a video about it. But that doesn't mean that you can say what you want to say, how you want to say, when you want to say it. You just gotta...
Yeah, you gotta think of like how other people are gonna take that. That boy Rakai just says whatever's on his mind, which... Don't get me wrong, like that's okay in some instances, but in a lot of Rakai's cases, it's not, you know?
In trouble for talking about QT Cinderella in a certain type of fashion. Your mother already corrected you for that. Why did you think it was okay to come back on your first stream since your hiatus to address Gigi in this fashion?
Fuck you, Gigi. Fuck you, bitch. Do ever your fucking life play my mans like that. So fuck you, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Fuck you, bitch. Okay, unless, you know what? Okay. Unless Rakai knows something that us as the public don't really know, which he probably does. I'm not 100% on that. But let's say hypothetically, Gigi cheated on Rakai or something. I know that was like, or not on Rakai, on Kai. I know that was like a whole rumor online. If that were to be true, then I could understand this crash out. Now, is it inappropriate for Rakai to say that? Yes. But then I kind of understand it. But like, to my knowledge, I don't think she cheated or anything. I just think they broke up. And for him to like react like this is just kind of crazy.
Cry. Bitch, your life is fucking over. Pussy.
Okay,
Fuck is wrong with you? Don't you ever in your fucking life play my fucking mans like that. Pussy. Yeah.
Okay, you don't got to do all that, bruh. Like, you're doing way too much, man. You are doing way too much, bro.
Oh, fuck. And guess what, my nigga? And guess the fuck what? Guess what? That just shows. And that made me almost break up my girlfriend. I'm like, Brittany, my broke ass. Like, bro, that nigga gave you fucking everything. Fuck you, bitch.
Oh my God. Rakai needs his ass whooped.
Sometimes I think that
that's facts. Look, I don't agree with Deshae Frost on a lot of things, but I think me and Deshae could both agree on Rakai needs to get his butt whooped. ASAP. No Rocky, bro. ASAP, no Rocky, dog.
Kai forgets that he's an extension of Kai Cenat. And everything that you do in the public eye will ultimately fall back on him. Now, I know that that's not the way that we want this internet thing to work, but sadly it is. Now, it's twofold. You're gonna get people looking at you sideways because you're stepping out of pocket talking about this young woman. Granted, she might have did something that was despicable. She might have did something that was horrible. Your mother just told you that there's a certain way that you talk about women, and that's not the way that you're supposed to do. And also, understanding that you are your brother's keeper means that you can't just do and say whatever you want to do. Part of me feels as though he's headed down.
Yeah, because he also is like, okay. And I hate that a lot of people do this, but I feel like it's just the unfortunate truth. He's an extension of Kai Cenat, you know? Like Kai is his own person and Rakai is his own person. But like when one of them messes up, it always falls on to each other, you know? Like when Ty Lu's situation was going down where the girl lied on him. Like that fell on Rakai all because they're friends and stuff. Now, and I feel like Rakai needs to know that when he does crazy things like this, people are going to look at Kai and be like, bro, like why did you bring this kid around? Or how'd you allow this kid to get here, you know?
This path of following what his chat and the rest of the internet say. So he kind of acts accordingly. So even in his apology towards Gigi, because he knew that it was wrong, he starts blaming it on AI, putting it off on other things, and not really taking 100% accountability for him stepping out of pocket and the immaturity that he displayed.
Yeah, I just want to say, I do apologize for what I said about Gigi. It was very immature of me. Now, I did have to apologize for what I said, and that was AI, bro. I tell you, that nigga, stop.
Of course you say it's AI, man. Of course. Like, I know Omar said it and the clip came up, but of course he says it's AI. But I think it's so crazy because, like, let's say none of this ever happened, right? Like, let's say, or not none of this. Let's just say Rakai was never like this crazy. This was like the one time he did something crazy. Okay, maybe I would have understood it was AI, okay? Maybe. But since he's always doing something crazy 24/7, then like you can't put it off on AI. Like that's just you, man. That's just you, dog.
Leaving AI all the time, bro. You know, and I'm very apologetic for what I said about Gigi, bro. Cause you never know what she's going through, bro. You know, there's a lot of people that's backstabbing. I mean, not backstabbing her, but like, you know, like texting her, like rude things. And, you know, honestly hurt somebody's feelings, bro. So you know, I just honestly pray for her again.
I know this is like off topic, but this Prime little mini fridge is so sick. Like, imagine if I just had that in the background, like maybe right there. Or maybe even like, I don't know, near my door. I feel like that'd be pretty stupid though if it was like in front of my door. And then I walk out of my room and then I just trip over that. Like that would have been very stupid, but that's sick. That's super sick. Like if anybody knows what that is, let me know in the comment section below. Or not what that is, but where I can get that. Or, you know what I'm saying? Anybody with Logan Paul or KSI Connects, hey, tell them to send me one ASAP. Send your boy one. ASAP.
Yo, my baby, at a tear gate right now, gay, cause it's like.
And now these are the reasons why I see people on the internet saying that they have hashtag Rakai fatigue.
Okay, I'm going to talk about Rakai again because what is happening on this Mafia-thon? This is for anybody who defended the fact that, like, oh, he's just a kid and, like, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah.
That is the stupidest
Okay, honestly,
excuse,
he is just
man.
a kid, but once again, I'm not blaming the child. I'm blaming the adults around the child. And for all y'all who are like, it's not his responsibility to raise him, blah, 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 boobity, bop, bop. This is still weird. I'm not even saying this is, oh my God, like, I can't believe they're not being more responsible with him. They need to be more like parents. No, this is weird. I'm sorry, but at my age, I would genuinely never want to hang out with a 17-year-old.
There's no way grown adults find Rakai funny. Like, I just refuse to believe it because every time I see a clip of this man, it's him in either some drama, him being annoying, or him taking zero accountability. Because I saw some clip of him.
I think a lot of his fan base is just younger. Even a lot of like streamers fan bases, I think they're just younger. I don't really think there's a lot of adults. Actually, no, there is one auntie on TikTok who like watches Rakai and she's always talking about him, which I just find super weird. Cause like, you're like 50, ma'am. Why are you like meat riding this little young 17-year-old boy? Like, that's just odd. Y'all may know who I'm talking about in the comment section. I don't want to like just air her out in this video, but if you know, you know.
Scamming
She's
another
on
streamer
TikTok.
clicks out of money because he lost a bet, but he didn't want to pay it up. And that type of shit is just the tip of the iceberg for what he does. But then he's also been in controversy for shoplifting and reckless driving and just doing X, Y, and Z and scandals to, you know, get his Twitch ban.
I forgot about
Like,
the
I know
reckless
I
driving.
don't find it funny because I'm a grown adult and I have some maturity, but I don't know how other people do.
And if it was a little teenage girl doing the shit that Rakai was doing, she wouldn't be popular. And y'all would not think it's funny. Y'all wouldn't think it's cute or cool.
Yeah, the whole internet would gang up against her. Real talk. Which I feel like sort of is happening with Rakai, but not fully. Like, there's still a lot of people drinking the Rakai Kool-Aid.
But since it's a little teenage boy doing the shit, y'all are okay with it. And
Yeah.
the thing is, y'all gonna be mad when he grow up to be a man, and this man ain't shit, but y'all were okay with him doing the shit as a teenager. So y'all not inspiring him to grow at all. This little nigga is gonna be a piece of shit. I can already tell. And I hate to talk about kids, but you can just tell. Like, what, like, besides this streaming shit, and I'm glad that that's an avenue for him. But other than that, like, if streaming wasn't a thing, this nigga wouldn't be anything. Good thing he met Kai, because good God, he is like, I hate to talk about kids like this, but Jesus.
Bro, he is not okay, sure he's 17. Okay, no, that sounds crazy if I say he's not a kid and he's 17. But like, he's on the verge of becoming an adult, bro. We got to start like calling it out how it is, man. Like, how do I say this without it sounding like crazy? Like, we got to start treating him like an adult. He's in an adult type of position, man. Yo, treat him like one. Come on, dude. Around some of the, not some of the most mature adults, but some of the biggest people within the streaming world, bro. Like, and he doesn't have an ounce of maturity. It pisses me off so much, bro. And like, I want to see Rakai succeed. Even IShowSpeed, like, I didn't really like IShowSpeed when he was first coming out because he was just like so loud, obnoxious, and annoying. But I talked about it in like a recent video, but I started liking him a lot, like maybe a few years back, maybe like 2-3 years ago when he first went to the UK, because I was like, oh, okay, he's kind of funny. But yeah, Rakai right now, it's annoying. And I feel like a lot of teenagers, what they're going to do is do this, in quotes, Rakai speed method, because I know it's coming for Rakai. Rakai is going to have a maturity arc, and everybody's going to flip and be like, oh, we love Rakai now, like they did Speed. And I think a lot of teenagers are going to start doing that, where they're just going to do the craziest things, say the craziest stuff on the internet, then just use, oh, I was young, and then just like mature, and more people are just going to meet ride their, in quotes, maturity, when it's like, it's cool that they did mature, but it's like they knew what they were doing the whole time. Neon did the same thing. Neon was acting all crazy, and now he's mature, but it's like, come on, bro, we knew that was like I don't know, I feel like that's going to be the new meta. A lot of people who are 13 are probably just like, oh yeah, I'm about to get this out of my system now. And then once I turn like 19, 20, oh yeah, mature arc.
Now, you know how they say history repeats itself? Well, I feel like I've seen this stuff before. Every time a young black streamer comes onto the scene, they pretty much get hit with the same label as Rakai does. You got the older generation hating on him. They say edgy jokes. They say he's going too far. Where's the parents? Who's stopping them, etc., etc. And while I do think some of the criticism is valid, ultimately I sit in the middle. I remember how IShowSpeed came up. He literally got famous off the Who Gonna Stop Me clip with Ash Cash.
Who gonna stop me?
I will.
Yeah, no, that was like Speed's first like biggest controversy. Funny enough, I used to be tapped in with Speed. Like, I didn't know him or anything, but I would always see his clips. And like, he was known for raging a lot on 2K. And a lot of people would dox his address and like diss his dead on. This is dead on. I didn't mean to laugh. They would diss his dead on, do all that stuff. And he would always rage, you know? And then this clip was like what made a lot of people be like, yo, I do not like this kid. Because I feel like a lot of people didn't really like them or like him. They just liked how he would rage at everything. But this one was like when I saw Twitter threads going crazy on him.
Stop me!
And now look at where IShowSpeed is. He is sitting in Africa, uniting people left, right, and sideways.
Yeah,
and some of the
boy
same
is
criticism
crazy.
that I hear about Rakai today are some of the same things that I heard about Kai in the past. I remember when people made jokes about him sticking his hand in the tip jar at a Chipotle or whatever fast food restaurant, saying he was the most annoying thing in the world. And hell, even to
I
this day,
remember
people
that.
still call him the most annoying thing.
There's a whole Abba and Preach video, I'm pretty sure, about that. We're like, yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, that's so crazy. You know, hey, people do mature, man. But, oh man, wait, that's crazy.
The world. But I think the perspective has totally flipped on him. When I tap into a Rakai stream, I see the people before him on camera all over again, just in another year.
Nobody really speaks on how IShowSpeed has completely turned the narrative around on his career, bro. I remember years ago, people was talking like IShowSpeed was like, he was like a parasite to kids. You feel me? Like,
yes.
He was a parasite to the community. They was talking about how wild he was, how outrageous he was.
When kids would walk up to him, he'd be like doing that little bouncy twerk thing where he'd like, it was like he was, y'all know what I'm talking about. He would be doing that. I remember there was a kid that walked up to him, did the bouncy twerk thing, then just walked away. Like, yeah, IShowSpeed back then, people were talking about him like he was the like next spawn of Satan, bro.
Honestly had the same reputation that Rakai is starting to pick up now. I wasn't gonna say not as the same, but yes, it's exactly the same because they both be doing little fruity sus stuff and people be like, bro, it's little kids watching you. You gonna have little kids doing this thing and it's cool. And that's exactly how IShowSpeed got a lot of his criticism at the beginning of his career. But now, bro, everybody looks at IShowSpeed.
All that goes out the window.
Now, don't get me wrong.
And I think a lot of that goes out the window though when you produce so much content to the point where your newer content buries the older content. Cause like when he streams, that's like YouTube videos, clips, that's everything, you know? There's so much stuff happening, so many moments that he has where it's like anything he's quote unquote done bad, it's just buried underneath that. And I think the same could happen with Rakai. He just has to keep on innovating pretty much. But like I said, I find him very annoying now. So annoying.
I overly stand that woman that was trying to correct them inside the pet store. She was a teacher and she was trying to give a simple message to these young men that I just want you to make it home tonight. She'd probably seen that same collective of gentlemen time and time again throughout her entire career and saw some of them not make it home, whether it be because they were in the back of a police car or worse. And although I think he was playing around and being his normal self, I don't think that those words or any other words of encouragement that people have given given Rakai over the past few years have gone on total deaf ears. Now, sure, he still has to be who he is, make the content that got him popular and successful. Hey, it's just the price of virality in 2026. But I have seen him do some good things. Hell, even some great things. Like when he shut down that store in a mall in Syracuse and did a whole giveaway for a bunch of different kids.
Oh, that's fire. No, see, that's fire. I've never seen this before. I really haven't. That's fire. That doesn't really change like my full perspective on him. I still think he's annoying, but I can respect this for sure.
You want to take one?
Or like when he went to Walmart after getting banned from Twitch from stealing and did a whole rose giveaway in the parking lot. Thought that was kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Luciana?
God bless you.
Real.
Thank you.
That's fire.
Yeah. You know, wonderful lady, man.
Thank you.
Excuse me. There you go.
Okay. Oh, she probably saw the camera. She definitely saw the camera and got spooked. Oh, man. Oh, man.
I think people still have to take into consideration that he is a kid at the end of the day. He's not gonna have it all immediately. It'll come gradually, but just stay patient with him because he could be the next IShowSpeed. He could be the next Kai Cenat. He could be the next big streamer, whoever that may be. And if you're tired of him, listen, I don't have any pushback. I can understand why. Cut him off, mute him, block him, do whatever you need to do. And also don't feel bad about when you ultimately do come back on the hype train. There's nothing wrong with that, but just know that maybe this era of Rakai isn't for you, but hopefully the next one will be.
I think that was an amazing video by Omar Omizi. I think that was an amazing video. I think he really put it well, or he put it, oh my gosh, yo, holy stutter, jeez. I think he put it together well. And even like the way he ended it off, how he said that I may not like this era of Rakai, but I might like the next one, which I'm hoping I like the next one. I hope that he just becomes better and more mature. I don't know. I just hope this isn't a method that a lot of people like see. Like, because I promise you, there's so many kids out there or teenagers noticing that like, hey, if I just act crazy and do the craziest things, and then I just say that I'm mature, or I start acting mature when I'm like 20, I'll be fine. Like, I hope that's not the trend. I hope it's not. Let me know what y'all thought about this video in the comment section below. All that being said, this is going to wrap up the video. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate you. If y'all enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend you guys check out my most recent video. It'll be right up here on the screen. All that being said, thank you guys for watching. It's Cameron, and I'm out.